Leos, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Leos, the empty room, the comic, the pilgrim, and the flame. Well, joke's on me, I reckon. You know what I mean? Like that's that's kind of what this energy feels like to me, like initially, and just this need to really pull away because, like, is it a joke, or is it just like a hurdle that you need to overcome. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like because the comic is the idea that, like, well, there are numerous ideas associated with the card with this card for me. But in this scenario, I do feel that sense of, like you're smart enough to be miserable, but are you brilliant enough to be happy? And I feel like you've taken some time to really reflect. Like what does that mean to me? Like if I imagine myself being happy, what does that look like? How can I take the time to really ground myself and understand what it is that I want and why it is that I want it so that I don't feel like the joke's on me, because it's only on me if I don't figure out why. like, and once I figure it out, then then I just feel like this sense of freedom. Freedom. I don't know, fire signs, we're in that freedom vibe because I feel like my Aries are like free. Leos, I feel like we're kind of in that vibe too, though, like we had to stop for a second. We had to assess the situations. We had to figure out what needed to go. We needed to, like ask the right questions, and then we needed to head in the directions that were calling to us, like what calls to me. Leos, I hope y'all are doing well, having a lovely day today. Okay, Leos. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Moon. Oh, I love when that happens. The Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands. Okay, sorry, it's just a lot of cards. Okay, well, Leos, for a lot of us, we could be going on a trip. I do know that one of my Leos is getting ready to go on a trip. So, there's that. But outside of that, I just always like to recognize it, like acknowledge it as a trip card because I feel like people appreciate it. So, okay, whatever. But I feel like there is this sense of protection that you feel and like in terms of this direction that you're taking, because I just feel like there's so much. I mean, the sun, it's abundance. It's the brightness. Like you don't block out the sun, you know what I mean? And I just feel like this sense of like a cyclical experience that you feel really, really well, because I just think of like the day and the night. I just feel like this like day and night, day and night. I do. I feel like there's a calling. It's just something that it's like day and night. I think of this day and night. I well, I think that's where this energy is coming from. It's just this idea of like day and night. I'm mulling over this. I'm like upset, like I'm consumed with this. Getting past this, moving past this, like breaking away the blockages, going in the directions that call to me. I have to do this, and so like I can't not think about it. It's the only thing I think about, right? But Leos, I feel like the directions that you're going, I just feel like you feel really protective of it. I don't know, because Leos, we can at times be very, very territorial. It's just like a thing. And I feel like that's what this is coming through as to me. It feels kind of territorial. So whatever it is that you're doing, I just feel like this sense of I'm going to protect. Well, I don't know, because I just feel like I'm protecting my community. I'm protecting what's mine to protect. You know what I mean? Like I'll maul a motherfucker who tries to get in my way. You know what I mean? like like Leos. feeling a little ferocious right now, you know? But I think that like you feel this way because you've just been, I don't know. I don't know if you're making the offer, if you're receiving the offer, but I just feel like you've just been given an offer that, you know, like why would you not be protective of something like that? Why would you not be protective of an opportunity like that? Something that you're called to. You know what I mean? Like, of course you're going to protect that. Leo's love. Okay. Let's see what else we can get for us. Two of Swords. Nine of Swords. Well, it feels like a decision. Like a decision that's being made. That does not feel like an easy decision to make, because I think that whatever this decision is, it's a decision that asks us to let go of something, you know, that like we have to release something. And I think that'll be different for all of us, honestly, you know, because we all hold on to different things for different reasons. But I feel like whatever it is that we're holding on to, we're being asked to let it go. And I feel like there's just a real sense of just trepidation, you know, like the decision that you're asking me to make is no small decision. And I don't know. And yet I feel like it's a decision where it's like, but it's what calls to me. It's what fills me up. Y'all, the sun, the moon, and the star. Love. You know, but because again, I just feel this sense of like protection and like the sun, the moon, the stars, like I like eat, sleep, breathe this like day and night. Like I just feel like this sense of consumption. And I feel like whatever it is that we've been consumed with, you know, like we've been dedicated to it. We've been attentive on how to wield these skills. And I think that it's just paying off for us in a really big way. And I love everything about this read. Okay. I mean, except for the part where like the decision that's kind of difficult to make. But I don't know. At this point, Leos, I feel like I've made some of the most difficult decisions of my life. And so any of the other decisions that I have to face from those decisions never feel quite as difficult for me. You know? But the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I mean, because just like having to turn your back on things that were just, they're just not, you know, like it's just like it's not okay. I feel like you felt betrayed. I feel like you felt just really heartbroken about a lot of different things in your life. And so you started to really release those things. And I think that here at the end, what we're ultimately experiencing is this idea of releasing those final things that we've really been holding on to. Because when we see how stuck they keep us, we recognize the need to have to move forward. And I feel like this understanding is a catalyst for our experience in this shift of energy, you know, from being isolated and feeling like the joke's on us to stepping into our power because we really see what it is that we were holding on to that was, again, just preventing us from, I think, accomplishing all of those things that we dream of, that consume us, that we think about night and day. You know what I mean? Like, you do. Leos. The apocalypse. Ugh. Well, the apocalypse is ultimately the lifting of the veil. You know, the understanding, but I feel like there is a lifting of the veil, and I feel like the lifting of the veil reveals a lot of value, and when that value is revealed, I feel like that's where that sense of protection comes in. Like you will not fuck with this shit. You know what I mean? And I say shit, but I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. I just feel no, like what is happening here? Like you can't touch it because if you touched it, you would break it. You know what I mean? Like kind of protection. Leos, I'm curious to see how this will play out for us. If this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and sharing your energy with me. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.